So I think it's about time to get going. We got 45 blue coats on here. So thank you all for taking this time. Short meeting for us this afternoon. It's going to be a little bit of fun as well. A lot of stuff in the news. You've heard about pandemic. You've heard about the inauguration. But did you hear what happened to the man who shoplifted a calendar on New Year's Day? He got 12 months. Oh man, let's start the fireworks. Come on. Woo! Here we go. Yes, we're kicking off the year. Yes, you bet. We got confetti in here. We are ready to go. This is the Blue Coat kickoff. So it's go time. So today we get to introduce the prospective Blue Coats and announce team captains for the year. This is going to be a lot of fun, Phyllis.
I know.
But for you okay?
Yes.
We don't need the AD machine, do we? We had a little explosion in Honors Hall. It wasn't virtual, it was real. So let's go ahead and go to the ribbon cutting slide here. Just so you know, looking forward, ribbon cuttings are going to be basically identical to last year. We're going to continue with Zoom ribbon cuttings. So a team will go out with Nathan, a couple blue coats, and then a couple people from the staff. They'll go visit the business, take some pictures, allow them to do a quick video, and then they'll cut the ribbon there on site. Then they'll come back a week later and schedule a Zoom call. The great thing for all the blue coats is you can just jump on that Zoom call and then you get attendance credit. So make sure you hit the Zoom calls. Last year, we had 40 to 50 people on each ribbon cutting. And I'll tell you, as I was sitting here in virtual hall, watching the new owners of businesses go through the process, they just loved having 40 people, 50 people up on the screen in front of them here that they could tell their story to. So I want to thank you again for the blue coats coming out to do those Zooms. It's a little different last year. It'll continue for a little while this year. And then hopefully we'll move back into full attendance blue coats by the ribbon cuttings by the middle part of the year. Moving forward, we've got we've got to recognize our team captains, and this is kind of a funny story. We did the blind draw back on January 7th to determine the teams, because today we're going to also introduce the team around the prospective blue coats. And I will tell you this, Joyce Yanuzzi was the very first person on that Zoom call on January 7th. And so she truly got team number one. And that's how sophisticated this process is. First one in becomes team number one. Of course, we had some themes we were thinking about doing. And the themes I had thought about were, let's name them Ford cars, like maybe Explorer or Mustang or Bronco. Well, clearly, and you know, Marion, I was even thinking of a car theme for you. It could be Cadillac. I'm sorry, it could be Cadillac. But Marion, other than that, it's not. They moved me, they overturned me. They said it's going to be a 70s rock theme. And so that's what we're going along with. It's a 70s rock theme. So get ready, folks, because this is going to be a little bit different, and it's going to be time to meet the bands. So without further ado, let's move forward. Pink Floyd, baby, look at that. So if you brought a guitar, you go ahead and stand up and you can air guitar a little bit, because this is what we're talking about. Pink Floyd. Let's see who's on team one. Well, like I said, Joyce Yanuzzi is a team captain. Norma Blackwell, also a team captain on that. So that's exciting stuff. And they are with prospective blue coat, Tracy Norris. Tracy's on the call as well. So Tracy, you are in good hands with them. They were really first at everything at the meeting. They were first at everything except the very last name after we picked, how many names were there, Phyllis? Total blue coats? 90? Wow, 90 blue coats. The very last name, we kept picking names. And I was thinking, you know what? I should be on the team. I should be on the team. My name was the very last name. So we got to put Wes Studdard on team one. So again, it sticks with that leadership team of team one probably winning this competition, if we want to go ahead and call it. I think in that January 7th meeting, Norma said, it's over. Let's just recognize team one as the winner. Team one will be Pink Floyd. You can see the team members that are on there. That is alphabetized by your last name. So take a look down the row there. We've got 3 different teams. This is the first one, so don't panic. If you're not on this one, you'll be on the next one. But memorize your team number. So team number 1 is who's on the screen right now, and that is Pink Floyd. Now we're ready to move on to team 2. Woo! Fog hat! Another guitar, Phyllis. Look at that. I don't have the hair, but I got the guitar. I know their song. I don't remember the name. Fog hat captains, Frida Powell, who is on the call, and Gretchen Ruhr. Did Gretchen make the call?
No.
Oh. Well, there you go. Team 2, you got one captain missing. Kind of sad. Really good luck with that. Your prospective blue coat is Alice Jewell. Did Alice make the call? Yeah. Alice, way to go. You can fill in there. And then here comes your team. Get ready. There it is. Full names again, alphabetized by last name. I know Larry Alexander's on here. We saw Kathy Bearden. Art's on there. Glenn Griffin's on there. Helgar, you're on that one. Trying to see other names. Greg Lutz is on the call. Nathan, you're on that one. Good luck. Randy Martin's on there. Sandy Nolte. Ian Jonas. Oh, the other side's covered up. I'm sorry, I can't see it. I see Kathy Talcott's on there. But I can't see the other names because we got pictures in front of us. So anyhow, that is Fog Hat, team number 2. Now we are moving on to team number 3. Get ready. Queen. You know, that sounds like that should be the song for team 1, doesn't it? We are the champions. All right, we'll continue on. Heidi and Robin, welcome from Florida, coming in together. How about that? Our team captains went on a pre-contest trip. They forgot to take their prospective blue coat, Matt Gundred, but he's okay. He's bounced back already. He didn't get the email invite, so he'll be fine. And here is the rest of the team that comes up behind you.
You're gonna have to move that column over.
Yeah, if we can move that column, I can read off the rest of them. Sylvia, you're on that one. We got Daryl Davis. We got Brett Etheridge. Didn't see him, but I saw Melissa. Very interesting. We got the couples on the same team, so we're not sure how that's going to work out. But good luck with that. Susan Gandy's on there as well. Brett Free, you're on this team 3. And let's see, Debbie Meek, Douglas Miller. Yep, the judge is on there. Charles Stevens is on there. Sandy Payson. Not sure this is fair for Sandy Payson to be on the team, but since he's the ultimate sales closer. We got Christine Seidel is also on there. And Joe Timmons, she made it. Woo! And Dolly Williams is on there, the new retired Dolly Williams. Right by the bank, you'll see her billboard. And that rounds out team number 3. So very exciting. Only 3 teams this year. So it's going to be a tight race for the contest. If you haven't seen your name on any of these and you want to be part of it, then just reach out to Phyllis at the chamber. It was clearly just an oversight of ours, but we think we got everybody on there. So we don't think we're missing anyone. So with that, let's talk about money. It's a $20 entry fee. Oh, by the way, team 1 had the first entry fee in on the January 7th as well. First $20 paid by team 1. It's a consistent theme. This contest is paid to play. So if you're not paying 20 bucks, then you're not playing in the contest. So let's take a look at the first contest. This one's pretty easy. It's a team attendance competition. What do you have to do? Attend ribbon cuttings. That's it. How hard is that? These are always Zoom. You just zoom into them. The top 2 teams, and get this, there's not 6 teams this year. There's only 3 teams. So the top 2 teams are going to win money. But there's a couple unique little things you need to know. First of all, it's a pro rata payout based on your individual attendance. So if your team wins and you went to 6 of the events, well, then somebody else went to 10 of the events. The person that went to 10 is going to get more money than the person that went to 6 for the ribbon cutting. So the more you go to, the more you're going to get paid. There is a qualifier. Each individual blue coat has to attend at least 5 ribbon cuttings during the quarter to be included in the team payout. So if your team wins, but you didn't go to 5 ribbon cuttings, you're not going to be included in the payout calculation. And then depending on how many you go to over 5, you'll get a percentage of the paid out money for that team. Simple enough? It's the rules. All right, let's move on because we got another contest, new member competition. So the chamber's got to grow. If you're not growing, you're dying. So we got to grow. Provide new member prospects, and that's what all the blue coats are out there. Again, the top 2 teams win money, so you got a good chance to do this. Each individual blue coat, get this, each individual blue coat, not each team, each blue coat must provide 1 prospect each quarter to be included in the team payout. So the payouts are quarterly. So if you don't turn in a prospect for that quarter, you yourself individually, you're not going to be included in the payout if the team is one of the top 2 teams to win. So little clarification on the rules, making sure everybody knows how to earn your money back. When you do get a prospect, it's important to kind of link them to our sales team. Sandy Payson's incredible at it. I think at the end of the year, he saved Daryl Davis with a final sale. They needed 1 more new member, and they got it. And that new member happened to be a guy that's been in town for a long time, but had just gotten away from the chamber a little bit. We've done some business with him, and through a connection with Sandy, he was able to close them. So now they're a new member. So when you get that new member, if you want to roll the screen, here's the information Sandy's really looking for. You know, what's the name? That's the first thing. It's not, oh, that new business is opening up on the corner. That doesn't really get it. We need a name. We need to know an address. If you can get an email, even the better. If you have a cell phone, that's even better. If you'll turn these leads into Phyllis at the chamber, then she'll forward them to Sandy and the team, and then they'll go out and explain why it is such a benefit to join the Chamber of Commerce in New Braunfels. So that's what we're looking for. Blue Coats have two things to do other than have fun. That's go to ribbon cuttings and then provide leads so that your prospective Blue Coats will then become true Blue Coats at next year's annual banquet. With that, we're going to keep any questions on that. I'm going to change gears once we roll from here. Anybody got a question from out there? You may be muted, so if you have a question, I know Jennifer probably muted you on purpose, but if you have a question, feel free to ask it. Also, inside the room, we have Jennifer watching, Stephen Brockman, but the person that can answer any question is Michael Meek. And Michael Meek is also over here on my left-hand side, so you can't see him in the room, but he is part of this as well. Okay, so let's move forward with the banquet lineup. As you know, banquet's right around the corner. It is on January 29th, and that is next Friday already. It'll be a little different this year. There's not a social hour. So the doors open at 6:30, and then you will have your temperature checked by the ER place, the Karen Vincent, Lone Star 24, thank you. Lone Star 24 will be there to take a temperature check. Also, they're going to sanitize your hands. So good to know. The ROTC from the local high school will also be there opening the doors for you, so you don't have to touch anything. When you walk in, we're going to ask that you go directly to your table. This year, there's tables in 3 different places. They're in the main hall. They're in the smaller, what do you call the smaller? Ballroom, which has the wooden floor in it, the old Civic Center, and then also in the garden rooms. So there'll be 3 different locations where tables are laid out. Tables are all set up where you have 6-foot distancing. They are not round tables, they're rectangular. And then at 7 o'clock, we have Clear Springs Catering. Looking forward to that. They're going to have the high school students there that will serve plated dinners to you. Also that night, since there's not going to be a bar, Grapevine and Green Hall will be there. They'll pick up your drink ticket from you at your table, and then they'll go get a beverage and bring it back to your table. So there's not a bar that you walk up to. We don't want to have people gathered without their face coverings on. We are going to ask everybody to wear their face masks, keep us all safe, because there's going to be a lot of people in there. And it's just going to be a little different because it's not going to have the huge socialization that we typically have. At 7:30, the program begins. So we got the MC, Dave Ferguson, who will be there launching us at 7:30. When we launch, we ask the Blue Coats to stand up and move to the walls. We'll say, when you stand up, please, again, wear your mask. And then while you're standing along the walls, social distance, there aren't going to be as many people in the Civic Center this year, so it's going to be a little smaller crowd, but we want to make sure everybody's safe. Now, if you're somebody that's going to be recognized on stage, then we're going to ask you to move to the front of the line and be on, as you're facing the stage, the left-hand side, so that you'll be able to come up and receive your awards. People that'll be coming up to the front, Lori Archer, Shelley Butenach, Greg Lutz, Douglas Miller, Randy Matsagamba, Matt Smith, Chris Schneider, Shane Wolf. All of you will need to be up by the stairways because you're going to receive an award first. Then Karen Vincent, Sylvia Camarino, Daryl Davis, Amy Feller, Holly Hayes, David Kniper. Same thing. You guys will need to be up on the front left so that we can get you up on the stage. And then let's see, we got Helga Hollis as well. Hollis will be up there. And just running through a few more on here. We got Seidel, Castile, Jewel, and then the other 2 aren't going to be there. So it's going to be a fun night. We're looking forward to that. It's just going to be a little different. It's going to be pretty quick. We're going to be talking about awards and recognizing people, recognizing the new Blue Coats as well. That's always fun, but we're going to keep it safe and have a good time. And then we're going to pass the gavel to Mr. Nathan Manlove, the new chair of the Chamber of Commerce. So with that, I go back to asking, does anybody have any questions with anything that we've covered? Because we are truly coming to the end of this Zoom.
Can you cover all the legalese about the money we win again?
Yeah, let me get a contract. It's only got 3 pages to it, small type, 8-point font. Lilia wrote it. And if I could just get a copy of that contract, we can read that. We'll only be here another 30 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Next question, please. What a great point. Michael just mentioned, as everybody arrives, each person is going to receive a $25 voucher to a local business. And so that's something new we're doing this year since we expense structure was a little bit different. We said, hey, you know what? Nathan had the idea, wouldn't it be great to give people something where they could spend money in town? So as a couple, you'll be walking away with $50 worth of vouchers to use at local businesses, right? So that's a new added benefit this year as well. Now, this year's will also be on Zoom. So we're going to be broadcasting it. So we're going to be kind of timely in trying to manage the broadcast as we send it out for anybody that's not able to join us. So even though there may only be, I don't know, 500 people, or I'm not sure how many will be in there, there may be another couple hundred watching on the Zoom. So we'll just be managing that with Dave Ferguson as we go along the program. Phyllis, anything that I've missed?
I think you got it.
It's a little messy over there. It looks like you had an explosion of confetti in here. All right, well, as we wrap this thing up, I will tell you, I heard this joke, you might want to hear. What is a New Year's resolution? It's something that goes in 1 year and out the other.
1 year.
1 year, get it 1 year out the other. Wow, that was bad. Okay, well, may the best #1 team, hey, we're #1 team, Joyce, Norma, how about that? May the best team win, and we look forward to seeing everybody at the banquet next Friday. And thanks for joining the Zoom today. Have a great afternoon.
Bye, everybody.